They'll be the first to ban and pick. Mindset's gonna be on the red.
Yeah, and for the side of Palag, or for the side of Mindset rather, topics here for Eruption would include the likes of Esmeralda that he plays really well. He played Gatot Kacha really well last year's Creator Games. The Jawhead might be something that he'd want to rock with if he's feeling it. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what he's gonna go for. Paquito's also gonna be open, but then Palag playing it safe, taking away the Eudora, which could potentially mean here that they might be going for an assassin probably. I see UG rocking the Gushan if he's feeling it, or they might go along something along the lines of a Linger of the Lancelot in the jungle.
Yeah, and there's also the fact that Fit Gamer Eruption himself plays a mean Jawhead, so that's also something that Palag has to look out for here. Whether they're gonna be banning him out or they're gonna play around that Jawhead that Eruption has. It's still up in the air here if they are gonna be banning the Jawhead, but I feel like a Selena might be a good ban.
Yeah. But they ban out the Jawhead. Yeah, gotta play it safe. Gotta respect that Jawhead back here for Eruption. Mindset might actually be the one to ban out this Selena here. Considering that you're up against two former pros, giving away the Selena. Man, yeah, might not be a good thing. But they take away the Fatty instead, which... I'm forgetting which member of Palag plays a mean Fanny. So that's still a good ban for them to go for. But this opens up, as we mentioned, the Selena is available here for Palag. They might surprise and go for a first pick Lunox as well, which is quite open. They might even want to secure their tank right away and just surprise first pick the Kufra.
Surprise first pick Kufra.
That's X-Board's also open, actually.
I'm leaning towards not the tanks just yet, to be honest. I don't want the tanks to show up. Probably the second phase of picking here for Palag. That's when we might see the Kufra. Then again, it's gonna go to the hands of Fit Gamer. The Ling. That's a very early Ling being locked in as well.
Yeah, they've taken away the two threats, or they feel like what could be the two main threats for LeBron's Ling if he's gonna be the one to play that, the Eudora and the Jawhead. Mindset, they do lock in the Paquito here for Eruption, something that I mentioned earlier. Now, they might consider bringing out the Cho here just to annoy the Sling. And seeing as how this Paquito is already on the field, I don't sense a popular Koopa coming in anytime soon. So they go ahead and pick up the Claude. So, Master and the Protege picking their heroes first.
Definitely going to be a tank Paquito. If it is going to be on the hands of Eruption. They need they need a mage. They need Mage Dad UG to come up strong here. Lunox is wide open, can be picked up by him.
Yeah, Lunox, the Gushan, if he wants to rock that into support lane, can also go for the Chang'e. Something to empower the ability of this link to secure objectives. They pick up the Hayabusa. Good single target focus here, something that can really disrupt the backline in team fights or continue split pushing the map. Farce is also still open, Eve's still open. So many possible mage picks here for UG. They go for the Lunox that you mentioned.
That's a good pick, strong pick here for Forgotten Magus, aka Mage Dad UG. He's not quite forgotten, guys. Don't worry about that. Eve gonna be locked in by Mindset.
And so now what Palag needs is a little bit more of a stronger fighter presence. So they might be the ones to pick up the Cho here later on, or something along the lines of a Lapu Lapu if they want a little bit more tankiness. Could maybe also be a Khalid. Khalid's quite a popular pick for our creators. Maybe even an Alpha. Something that could really disrupt the team fight capabilities here of Mindset. Because if you look at it, there's a lot of damage. You get like a little bit of the crowd control once that Tempest of Blade hits with a slight knockup, but you need a little bit more than that. You need something with a group stun. So they take away the Esmeralda. Not your typical fighter that you're looking for, but can definitely provide that group stun with a Falling Star Moon. So for the side of Mindset, They might need a bit of a tankier presence for me. But then that's just like my very conservative play style showing up here. They can also still pick up the Cho if they want to.
Yeah, they can pick up the Cho, but I'm seeing the Kufra being a valid option now for Palag here. Just so that they can have the backline access onto the Eve, and if ever the Ling does decide to dive in for a fight, they can set up the Revenge into the Rage in for the Ling to dive in. So that's what basically what I'm saying here. That's a potential pickup here for Bobong Gamer at the very least.
Yeah. But they're the ones who take out the Cho. Yeah. Good ban there for Palag. Limit the options as you mentioned. Mindset opens that opens up the Kufra for them, and that's my problem with the Cho pickup. I think that's more of just like they'd rather go up against the Kufra than they do the Cho. As Mindset, we're able to draft it a little bit more, but are they gonna pick out another marksman first? Gonna be quite risky because they're definitely gonna last pick a strong frontliner to help keep hold and control of the lanes. A lot of marksmen here getting hovered out.
Yeah, are they locking? Are they going to be running a double marksman setup here? If they are going to be running a double marksman setup, oh, there you go. So Uranus. They're just showing all the marksmen.
Just playing with us right now. I felt that. I felt what they wanted us to feel, which was okay.
What? Man, I was about to deep dive into that. If we're gonna go for the second marksman, it has to be the Wan that's gonna be playing on the EXP lane. But then, yeah, that's Uranus being hovered up by Palag though.
Yeah, I see here for Palag, they can opt to go for a Atlas. They want a little bit more setup, or heck, I don't know, maybe even a Tigreal at this point for the tanks. Kai's still open. Could help with the displacement of the pin down as well, but they're not going to go for your typical tank setups. Instead, they're going to have the Diggy. Okay, we get the Diggy.
Yeah, it's going to work well against the Kufra, against the Pakito. But the question here is it going to be the infamous Diggy that we all know and sort of love and sometimes hate if we go up against it, or is it going to be the normal Diggy?
I'd rather see the normal Diggy at this point. I feel like we've seen the heyday of the feeding Diggy strat. We've been shown that keeping your Diggy alive instead of trying to play him for feed is actually quite good because he has great control. Of course, with the rewind, the times journey comes in big in team fights, considering that you're up against a lot of control on the side of team Mindset. So it'll be nice if Palag will have that times journey available for them. They'll be able to get some good information, some good damage as well from the alarm bomb. So I don't see this being a feeding Diggy, but I've literally been wrong about this before. Like in a previous cast, I would say, nah, it's not gonna be feeding Diggy. Look at their lineup. Look what they're up against. They're not gonna feed that. They want to keep. Nope, they fed. But we'll see as we enter game number 1 of match 3 for day 3 of our creator games.
Now, if we see Bobong Gamer just push out in towards the jungle, we may just have a good sense of what type of Diggy this is, and we're aggressively pushing towards the jungle.
Yeah, he'll push out for information, drop the alarm bombs, and use the focusing. Make the most out of the focusing mark damage that he can deal.
That bought a little bit of time there for LeBron to just get a little bit more faster in securing his purple. And Diggy's there. Bobong Game is there in the jungle, being a nuisance here for Draven Gems. He's not dying, and that's forcing 4 people rotating on towards him. That's buying a lot of time. Revenge is going to be used up, and he's going to fall down.
Yep.
That's not being
up against
Diggy.
That Kufra. Yeah, it's not a feeding Diggy. They're just trying to play it to annoy the heck out of Draven Gems. Actually did quite a good job to it, but this is the matchup. I'm scared for this Uranus. I'm scared for this Paquito versus Uranus matchup. Could be quite difficult. Expect Yuji to play this a little bit safer. For a long time, he won't have the monster regen that they'll have just yet, because the sheer damage output that Saint T can dish out with this Paquito might be too much even for the Uranus to handle.
Yeah, and it's... Oh, it's actually K-Bear. Yeah, I forgot about it. K-Bear is UG. So Forgotten Magus, yeah, he needs to keep it as safe as possible as Coco. Yeah, it's Coco, guys. Falls down to the hands of King Jazro.
First there and onto the Claude. So now that's gonna stop the farm just a little bit, but Claudes usually farm up relatively fast. So long as he avoids 2 or 3 deaths. Come 3 early game deaths, that's gonna be bad news for Coco already. But for now, should still be okay.
Should still be okay. Oh, wait! There is a storyline here, by the way, guys. It's former teammates going up against each other.
Coco and Yuji.
Yeah, this is such a big throwback. This is a treat for everybody that just tuned into the competitive scene for the longest time. But yeah, let's go back. This is back into the game. The Turtle is going to be started off by Mindset here. Palag looking for a position to go for the steal. K-Bear in the back lines. Turtle is going to be secured by the Mindset. And here comes the real world manipulation. Beautiful synergies of skills there to take down Forgotten Magus and force LeBron back.
Oh, that was a fight that Palag should not have taken. It's way really difficult for them to get a win out of that. Don't have a lot of damage output just yet coming out from K-Bear. Slunox, you're up against a Kufra. You're up against an Eve, a Paquito. They just tie down their skills together. That's so much control that they can stop you for a long time for Coco to come in and just clean up house.
That's going to take a hot minute, though. Yeah, he does farm fast, but he gets pulled back fast as the Tempest of Blaze will knock him up. That's a lot being used to try to take down Coco, but that's perfectly fine. They try to put a dampen. They try to dampen out the power spikes the Mindset has for the late game, but we do see a rotation towards the bottom lane to try to go for a trade. Force to use the Order of Brilliance. K-Bear low on HP. UG will be taken out.
Yep. Was already forced to use that power of Order of Brilliance, so good call there by Draven Gems, as well as Fit Gamer Eruption to really just follow that up and make sure that they got the kill. Good call there.
And it's all relatively even still. 4 minutes in the game, nobody really having the clear-cut lead here. As I say that, Raven Gems going in for a little bit of a scuffle against Forgotten Magus. Saint T forced to rotate down towards the mid lane just in case that a fight would break out, but Palag's not going to be obliging them. 5 seconds on to the Turtle. That is an objective they want to take, and they're backing off. And LeBron looking for an opportunity here to blazing the web by Coco in the backlines. But look at the backline still. LeBron with the tip of the blades. It's still not working well for Palag as they fall down to the hands of Saint T and Fit Gamer Jr. Forgotten Magus left alive here in the mid lane will be running away. That is a beautiful engage for the Turtle.
Paquito and Kufra have been big problems here for Palag Nomad. The control that they can dish out, the combination for Sainty, man, has been on point. Floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. Big problem right now for Palag is this Paquito, and every teamany of the Kufra, the Eve and the Paquito together, as well as the Benedetta, who can apply the Electro final blow as something you have to avoid in your feet. The Blazing Duet, there's just so much AoE damage here from the side of Mindset. No wonder they're making these objective team fights look easy.
Oh no, Bubble Gamer forced to use the Time's Journey there. Real world manipulation being thrown out by Fit Gamer as well. Managed to take down a kill onto Bubble Gamer, but Forgotten Magus kind of forgotten there by Palag, but that's perfectly fine. They lose 2 in the process, but they created a lot of space in the top lane. Hayabusa, King Jasper is just going to continue on the push in, but they don't have control over the team fights now, especially considering the fact that Forgotten Magus is down.
Which is why this was a good call by Palag. Utilize your double assassin with a lot of mobility, the Hayabusa and the Ling. Later on, if Mindset keeps showing that they keep grouping up together for fights, then Palag will just surely split. Good pick off there by Coco on the Claw with the Blazing Duet.
Yeah, and they managed to take down a tier 2 turret in the mid lane as well. Mindset is looking poised to finish this. Purple buff will be stolen away once again by Draven Gems. Not looking good here for LeBron. He needed that purple too. Real world manipulation is going to be used up. LeBron is going to try his best to take him out, but then goes for the Tempest Blaze in the backline. King Jasper though with the shadow kill will be almost able to take down Coco, and it's just Fit Gamer left alive, but he's still tanky. Draven just going to be rejoining on the fray, and he does. Electro Final Blow going to be used up to force King Jasper to pay the price of taking down Coco and Fit Gamer Jr.
Two good pick-offs there though by Palag. Just strains that barely any damage coming out of that Hayabusa shadow kill, probably negated by the AG of Coco. So good use of that to ensure that you don't get taken out so easily by King Jasper. Actually, the time spent taking down Coco was what opened up time for Mindset to respond to that fight and get a pick-off for themselves.
Forgotten Megas by Fit Gamer and Sainty. They go ahead and become like wind here. Sainty doing a good job just zoning everybody away, keeping at least Fit Gamer alive because that was a potential clash happening. But they are staying in the top lane jungle. They're applying a lot of pressure here. Purple buff is going to be spawning in just a bit too, so that's something that they want to take away from LeBron.
Yeah, there's going to be another big team fight.
It is going to be another big team by Shadow Kill, and the Tempest of Blade will be used up, and the Shadow Kill will be able to take down Fit Gamer in the process, and the Blazing Duet will just force everybody back, but King Jasper already on a double kill. They're taking down Sainty, and Forgotten Magus will fall down. King Jasper, no escape options left alive from Electro Final Blow, going to be used up by Draven Gems, who tried to chase down Bobo Gamer, but he's chasing down King Jasper. Didn't fully go for the charge there to go ahead of King Jasper, but that's perfectly fine because Raven Gems is in position. Here comes the recall. Quad Shadow out towards the top side, and nobody's going to be cutting the lane, cutting his escape path. He's alive.
Yeah, good call there for Fit Gamer and Draven Gems to not consider chasing out King Jasper as this Lord is up. They're going to want to play out a little bit more control in the map, especially in the mid lane, but Coco versus LeBron.
Yeah, that was very dangerous. LeBron does not want to fall down here, especially since the Lord is up. Especially since it is the Luminous Lord right now. Palag, are you think? Yeah, they are poised to go for a contestation here. Forgotten Mega's already going to be in the backline lane. LeBron not in position. He is now in position, but the Lord's going to be secured by Mindset, and the damage output from Fit Gamer Jr., as well as Coco is just way too much for them to handle. 2 members already down. That's also LeBron specifically going down, but the Shadow Kill will try to go for Coco. There's not much damage here for King Jasper.
Yeah, and the problem as well here for Palag is K-Bear did not have a good time in the early to the mid game. 5 deaths already. This Lunox is barely doing any damage. And that's what they need. So Palag might try to play this a little bit more conservatively. Because yes, the potential for them to turn the fight around is still there. But wow! What a play there by King Jasper, able to take down Coco. So this is going to help with defending. Saying, yeah, Palag, play a little bit more conservatively. And then once K-Bear's confident with the damage output that they can dish out on that Lunox, then you take your fights.
Big Gamer goes for the revenge. Real world manipulation, zoning every ward. Juice once again. Now we're seeing the damage being thrown out. Now their HPs are incredibly low. Fit Gamer Jr. takes out Jasper though. Just for that, pops the immortality on Fit Gamer. But then again, here comes LeBron. Does not have the Tempest of Blaze available, but that's perfectly fine. K-Bear is going to be joining in on the fray. That is a good trade for themselves. The Lord doesn't even deal as many damages as they wanted to in the inhibited turret. Like the final blow as well, going to be used up to escape. They're going into the fight. Here goes the Tempest of Blaze into a Blazing Duet, force a BMI out.
Forgotten Magus here is going to get taken out. Yeah, and that is Palag able to make the most out of what looked like initially a bad fight to take, but we're seeing here the Time's Journey being such a useful tool here for Palag. It's stopping all the control and all the slows that Mindset has on their squad. So even though it looks like Palag are primed to just eat up all the crowd controls and all the damage Mindset can throw out, the time's journey is what's keeping Palag in the game, keeping them with the ability to throw out their own abilities, even though Mindset are trying to control them.
Oh man, that's a bad sight, using the Tempest of Blades defensively. King Jasper, though, is in the back lines. They take down LeBron, but at what cost? Will they be able to lose that Eve in the process? They do. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far. Time's journey going to be used up. You gotta make us just soaking up a lot of the damage as much as possible. They managed to get King Jasper with that rage. Eruption is erupting right now. As I say that, Coco is going in for the game-ending push. But he's gonna be pushing back though. That's all the members of Palag left alive for rotating on towards him.
Would have been too risky to continue that, but would have been a crazy ending if he ended up being able to take down that turret. What a turn of events for both teams. Actually, it ended up with a 2-for-2 trade. The combination of Sainty and Fight extends is what they were, is how they were able to secure the kill onto King Jasper. The problem was catch K-Bear on that Lunox, who was able to freely hit with the Chaos Assaults. So that's something that they have to try and capture here. That Lunox is the turnaround key for Palag.
Well, Kogo's still alive though. And King Jasper's gonna be joining him as Ray. That's the no chance of gonna make it out alive there, but he just wanted to join in and try to secure that kill. A little bit too greedy there for Coco, but you know, it's understandable in his case. K-Bear gonna be caught by the last few shots of that real world manipulation electro final blow. Oh, actually not the electro final blow. Well, there's the electro final blow being used up. They get the knockup on the Forgotten Magus. Big Gamer still has the range, gets 2 of that range. Nice timing on that Time's journey. But they're still alive, but it's a game. It's a 4v4 so far for now. And it's still Mindset's game to lose at this point. No matter how well Palag is doing the defense.
Yeah, that was a good pick off there onto K-Bear, who was already forced to use the Cosmic Vision to try and get away from the rear, and that opened up the response for Draven Gems. I don't think K-Bear expected the Benedetta to be already there. At that point, the fact that you don't have Cosmic Vision charges on your light with the Starlight, you have no Lunox.
Oh, the shadow kill once again to try to take down Fake Gamer. Not a lot of damage on King Jasper though, that's the thing. But they managed to come back here on to take him down. Fake Gamer Jr. is down. Time's Journey and the Blazing Duets all being used up. And King Jasper still alive. Tempest of Blades to take down Draven James. That's a jungler gone, but LeBron is taken out by Sainty. Fit Gamer going down. Immortality is going to be popped as well. And Sainty, nowhere to run. Coco takes down.
You almost said his name there, didn't you? But good thing you didn't. Way too close.
I almost lost my job there.
But Palag, one thing that we're seeing go really well for them here is the ability of the Uranus and the Digging to sustain the fight. Coming in big, but I think he picked off there by Coco. Still trying to chase him. Don't look how tanky this Diggy is.
Yeah, this Diggy is no Fit Gamer. Just in time with that rage. Forgotten Magus now has to fall back. Sainty with the jabs and the knockout punch. Not really knocking out Forgotten Magus, and this is a free Lord for Mindset.
The progress of that Lord was just reset slightly. Palag on their way, 3 members going to the Lord, but they will not be able to make it in time. As Sainty taking one for the team, staying in the orange buff. Stop Palag from trying to contest that.
Yeah, and the Sainty just doing what he can to prevent any easy takes for LeBron to get the orange, but look at all the lanes though. All the ways are turning into red. And King Jasper, he is, and Sainty's just gonna stand up. Forced to quad shadow out. Good game. Stalemate once again, but the Lord is going to be spawning on the top side.
Yeah, and what hurts here is if Sainty can keep that purple buff with him for up until this final push, potential final push, could be bad because, okay, no, he lost his purple buff.
Yeah, and it's the Time's Journey as well. Small opening here for Mindset. It's a Blazing Duet and a Reward Manipulation. Will be dishing out a lot of damage as Raven Gem secures the assassination onto 2 in that process. And now this mid lane turret is going to go down. No doubt Lord's going to be marching in. And they're all crumpled up together like a piece of paper. Palag needs to disengage here, needs to just take care of the minion wave. It's hard to do if you are up against this Mindset lineup. Sainty has the immortality, but he's still backing off. Raven Gems is just going to be focusing on the turret. He's going to be focusing on the base. Coco's going to be in the back lines. And that's King Jasper taking and saving this game. Lord's down. Minion waves are here. Coco's only one alive as well as Fit Jordan Jr. That's the game going to the side of Mindset.
As I mentioned, a much closer game, or a very close series. And that